When thinking about the modern-day greats of chess, it's unlikely your immediate thoughts go to any British chess player. Instead, they will flash to ideas of Magnus Carlsen or great chess players from the USA such as Fabiano Caruana. However, one of the best players in the UK, specifically number 53 in the world, is David Howell, a name you may have heard pop up across many live streams through Chess24 or Chess.com streams. Although he is mainly known for commentary, he's actually an incredible player. David Howell's peak rating has been 2,712 over the 2,700 mark that's classified as a Super Grandmaster. In August 1999, David Howell became famous internationally when he broke the world record for the youngest player to have defeated a Grandmaster in an official game. He was 8 years old. He won this game against John Nunn in a blitz game at the Mind Sports Olympiad, and he held this record until 2024, only just recently. He was the youngest player in the world to have qualified to compete in a national chess championship, taking part in the British Chess Championship in August 2000, when he was only born in 1990. In March 2002, David Howell drew the last of 4 games with the Einstein Group world champion Vladimir Kramnik, becoming the youngest player in the world to score against a reigning world chess champion in an organised chess match. David Howell's success hasn't just been limited to when he was extremely young. In fact, when he was 16, he became the youngest person in the UK to gain the title of Grandmaster and still holds that record to this day. In 2009, David Howell won the British Championship for the first time, scoring 9 out of 11 points. Then, following in 2013, David won his second British Chess Championship title with 9.5 out of 11 points. In 2015, at the Gibraltar Masters tournaments, he came second place at a score of 8 out of 10 points, half a point behind Hikaru Nakamura, who is someone you will most likely hear most about. In the FIDE rating list of August 2015, he reached a rating of 2,712 points and joined the ranks of the 2,700 plus players for the first time. Then, in 2019, David Howell came incredibly close to qualifying for the Candidates tournament after a series of good results in the FIDE Grand Swiss tournament before losing to Wang Hao, the eventual qualifier. David Howell has had an incredible impact on British chess, whether this is through commentary, inspiring young kids and teenagers themselves to pick up chess themselves, especially due to the lack of chess culture England and the whole of the UK has as a background. Many times during commentary, David is more often than not one of the easiest people to follow along with, and he explains it thoroughly, which is both interesting in a way for a beginner chess player to learn from, but also more experienced players, and you can actually see the moment in which certain games may be getting more complicated, and yet he still shows his skill by letting you know how the chess players are planning their next move and what is likely to come next. Due to him mainly being on the commentary side of things compared to actually playing over the board recently, he hasn't had that much attention on him, even though he fully deserves it. I fully believe if David decided to come back to more classical over the board chess and focus a lot of time on there rather than going on to commentary, which obviously he really enjoys, then he would definitely be able to get back over into the 2,700 club. David Howell is a massive inspiration for chess players in the UK, and he should be worldwide as well. He should be more well known, and a lot of his games are incredible to study from. Adding on to this, a lot of the times high-rated chess players can have a bit of an ego, but David Howell is the opposite. He is one of the nicest people I've ever met and genuinely is lovely. Recently as well, David Howell has released a book, Grind Like a Grandmaster, with Magnus Carlsen, and that is probably one of the best chess books I've ever read. It's incredibly easy to follow, but also adds so much more to my chess understanding. It's just even more of a show of the amount of skills that David Howell actually has. It's showing he's really good at commentary, he's really good at actually being a chess teacher, and his skills as a chess player itself. During the World Chess Championship with Magnus Carlsen against Jan Nepomniachtchi, during round 6, everyone really knows that there was a super long endgame, and after the match had finished and Magnus came out victorious, he actually texted David Howell and saying that one was for you because of how much David likes to grind down endgames and will keep playing for hundreds of moves, even if it's just a fight for a draw, and the occasional chance where his opponent might blunder or make a mistake and he can capitalise on it and truly grind down the endgame. For a country that has a lack of a chess culture in our history, and our modern day society as well, David Howell really shows how good some of our players are, and I haven't even touched on Mickey Adams yet. David deserves to be one of those grandmasters that is truly looked up to, and his games are studied thoroughly, because you will learn a lot from him. And even though he's underappreciated now, I hope he won't be as underappreciated in the future. And if this video succeeds in doing that, then I've done my job well. Thank you for watching the video. If you did, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe. On average, 59% of the people that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you enjoyed and want to see more in the future, feel free to subscribe. I'll still be here and I'll welcome you guys with open arms. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.